And I just thank God. I thank God because I said yes. My background is education administration, and my master's in international law and diplomacy. By the grace of God, I had 2 schools before I said no to working for people, and I started my own business in 2001. But you know, I came from a very humble background. So I ate poverty with passion. And I found myself not being able, you can't tie me in one place. I'm a very restless person. I may look so gentle, but I'm restless. Restless in the sense that I have quest for great things in life. And so nobody can stop me if I want to do something. Nobody can. So I always have the mind that I will never be poor. I started working since age 8 in Ibadan. I was born in Ibadan. I started working since age 8 to help my mom. And the first daughter, I have 2 brothers, and I have 4 younger ones, so I'm the first daughter. And when I was working, when I graduated, I was working in schools. But I realized that I was head teacher. I was doing well. You know, when you look at it, you say, head teacher. But my pocket was not showing it. I was a head teacher till I resigned. But my pocket wasn't showing it in any way. And I know that I have a lot to achieve. I have a lot. The money I was saying is not the kind of money that will touch lives and the kind of lifestyle I want for myself. So I started the business in 2001, which was very small. I started as a business center, typing and all those things. But today I have a printing press, to the glory of God. Then I met this lady, beautiful lawyer. We're both parents in my children's school. And she introduced me to Forever. But for 1 year, I was running away from her. Because then I was really doing well in printing. I was really doing well. Go to Shomolu, you are looking at flourish. They will tell you flourish, mama flourish, come mama flourish, mama flourish. So I was really making it. By October, I don't collect any other job because I have enough at hand. Then, those that are in printing will know the time I'm talking about, 2001 and all that. So my shoulders were high because I thought I was making it. And so I had so many companies that was doing their calendar. Please, how many calendars do you have in your house now? So you can imagine what has changed. Technology is taking food away from the table of so many people. And I think when she now came to me, even though I was running away from her, mistaken for 1 year, but there was something, even though I wanted something great, but my health was not there. I wasn't having great health. I had so many health challenges. She happened to be my broker. So one of these days she came, she wanted to see me. But I was not in the office because I was sick. I was at home. So she drove down to meet me. Because then she wanted to transfer my business to another company. The one she was working with had folded up. So that day she came to me and said, Mr. Olusanya, you know what? Don't do my business, take care of your health. And that was what got me. That was what got me. And I said, oh, what do you have? And I made the decision that very day for 2 major reasons. Number 1, because of my health. Number 2, to get her off my back. I just don't want, at least if I register now, you will leave me alone, Abby. So that was the second reason why I said yes. But now, it's been so wonderful. I want to thank God because Forever has given me, in fact, has changed me totally. Forever business has changed me totally. I've met wonderful, awesome people. Can you quantify that in money? Can you? And that's why I'm saying people like you, because you are all wonderful and awesome. Without Forever, I would not have met the Jagaban of our time. Would I have met the rich dad, the rich mom, the diamonds, well-seated and great people like you? I'm not a party person. When I had my 40 years, I was in my sitting room. My husband just brought cake because he knows I don't like party. But this time around, because of my business, I said I want to do something. I want to show the world. I want to show the world how amazing Forever has been. I want to appreciate great people. I could have said, let me invite everybody, but because it's a business event. And I want to thank God because my husband also said yes, because Forever made me to do my husband's 50th birthday without his cover. Yes. Even before we walk, I took him to, Sophisticat. I took his cloth to Sophisticat because he has his measurement there. And I was one that did everything except his shoes. And if not for Forever, I was walking though I have printing press, I was walking. But there are so many things I could not do because when you're talking of printing, you're talking of overhead costs. You're talking of paying rent, you're talking of paying local government, you're paying government, you're buying diesel, you're doing all that. And so by the time people are saying the millions, but you are not just the figure, you're seeing the figures. You're not seeing the profits. All the packaging. You understand? Because that the money was really coming. Because the expenses are taking everything. So he insisted with my children. I have two wonderful boys. Two wonderful men. And they said, yes, I must just celebrate. And I thought about it. I said, okay, I will do it because I want to show the world the goodness of God and my path with Forever. And I want to thank God because in this business, I have a voice in my home as a woman. Wow. My husband cannot do anything. Just mention it. He just got back to his base this morning and he sent a message immediately. It was as if he just got married. I became, he realized that because I have been winning in this business, the respect is there. He honors me. He respects me. He's not in Lagos. Most times he's not always around. But before he comes back, a lot of things have been settled. I'm not a burden to him. And so the respect is always there. I could do a lot of things even in his absence. And that's what I'm telling women here. If you want to earn respect from your husband, do something. And do something, and not only doing it, be a success. That's the word, be a success. I've been in printing. I've been doing printing since 2001. But the kind of respect Forever gave me, it's beyond the money. If anything wants to happen, I say, you have people now, go and tell your people. When my son was posted to Sokoto to serve, my first son, I said, where is that Sokoto on the map of Nigeria? My son is not going anywhere. And just a call, because I am in Forever, that thing changed to Lagos. I can't go on and on because you are going to meet solid people. Let me give you, and some people have been sending messages to me and said, if there's nothing that I saw on Saturday, what I saw is that all your Forever people are looking great. Please give a round of applause for this. And not only that, I've been able to put a beautiful spirit in my children, the spirit of entrepreneurship. My children are not the ones that are looking at salary. Even while they were in school, they're already making money. As I'm talking to you now, my husband, my second son, my last born, just graduated, is doing a program online, making money. My first son too, by the grace of God, studying abroad, which is one of my dreams. Do you have dreams for your children? My first one, also a manager in this business, by the grace of God, is doing his master's abroad. And for me to be part of that in my home I give God all the glory. I give God all the glory. And I know that if you are here and you have those dreams and you're ready to work, You are not looking at anybody, you're focused, you're committed. The sky will be your starting point. I want to give God the glory because of trainings that people use billions to send there are some things my husband will be saying, hey, he's going for a course. By the time you start, I'll be the one telling him what to do. Because of the kind of trainings I've had in this business. He will say, they said I should do something, what do you think? Then I'll with all the wealth of knowledge from LCG, from great people under great business owners in the world globally, I will just say, yeah, we'll get it. So it's not only the money, it's about a new you. The issue of socialization, I was not always, this quiet. I want to say something about that briefly. Somebody joined my business 2 months ago, and I met her 3 years ago. The very first meeting I invited her to, she almost slapped me afterwards. She said, Sister, you don't ever do that for me. I don't know her. She's a code marketer. I saw her at Sue Sensation in at Surulere, and I invited her for the program because she said she stays in Lekki. After the program, when she saw that it's forever, oh my God. If you see the way she almost, in fact, she will still come here because she's close to manager by the grace of God. She will come and, she was looking at me and said, she was like, to slap me. She's elderly. She said, if I know that you are bringing me to forever, I wouldn't have made a move. See, I dropped everything because I want to respect you. That was how she was talking. That day, she was just going on. I said, Mommy, I'm so sorry. How would I have known that you have an issue with forever? But I know, I invited you because I know what forever has done in my life. And I cannot hold it to myself. I'm so sorry, and I begged. And since for 3 years, we'll still be in contact. If there's anything she's doing, maybe the children doing one thing or that, I will celebrate her on Facebook, I will celebrate her on WhatsApp. I never knew she was still watching me. So when just to bring it down to this point, when we're in Stockholm, I didn't know she was not, when you have your WhatsApp, you're posting your success, you're posting things. There was a time she called me saying, hey, hello Simon, so what do you have for blood pressure and all that? I said, oh Mommy, I listened. I said, okay, when I have money I will buy. I said, that's no problem, ma'am. I wasn't pushy, I was just not, I make sure that once in a while I get in touch with her. Somehow if it was somebody, the old Yemi, because I always say, if you want the fruit of the Spirit to manifest in your life, then be in this business. Because you will learn tolerance, you will learn faith, you will learn love, you will learn long suffering, you will learn all those things. I didn't know in the scriptures. Yes, those are and that was what God helped me with. So when we came back from Stockholm this year, that very night, I just saw her online. I wanted to say, there is power in the mind. I wanted to say hello, ma'am, but I just kept it to myself. I was just doing some other things. And then something just popped in. She just said, hello, Stayemi, because that's what she calls it. Hello, Stayemi. I said, Mommy, the mind is really powerful. I actually wanted to say hello to you. It was around 11 p.m. But I said, it's late. Let me know, because now you're online, but I don't want to start a conversation. She said, are you back? I said, yes, ma'am. I never knew. I never told her I was traveling. But I'm sure she has seen on Facebook, she has seen my Instagram, she has seen. She said, are you back? I said, yes, Mom. I came back yesterday. And she said, I would like to see you. I said, okay, ma'am. When will that be? She said next week. I said, ma'am, next week will be very busy for me. But I still have tomorrow. Which busy? Just like my rich mom said. Not what at that time I had not even drawn my calendar. I said, next week might be very busy for me and I wouldn't mind coming over. I said, are you sure you are coming? I live at Sawoyaya. I said, I've been there once. There's an estate that was sometimes before their environment, I was there to give presentation to the landlords. He said, so you mean, she now described and said, yes, I know the place. I'll see you tomorrow. But you just came back. I said, I rested all through in the plane.